Unfortunately, the government is the matrix. Specifically the president, because that's who we give most of our energy and power to. These people exist in the external. That means that whatever they decide, whatever they think, one human, the president or the cabinet or the different powers, whatever they think, that's what rules your life. You think you came to be a victim? It's never gonna work. This dynamic where a human with mortal thoughts is ruling your life. Is that how our lives, individual lives with different interests, with different desires, with different preferences, with different futures? Everyone's so different. You think one human is gonna satisfy all humans? It doesn't work like that. That's the biggest illusion that we fall into. That's the last test. All power comes from inside, and more than anything, from God and our higher self. We are creating our own reality. We decide what to give energy, life to, what to create relationship with. Any sort of limitation is an illusion. If we're still living thinking that the external determines our happiness, what we can have, what we can do, what we can be, we'll always be victims to other. But if we claim back our power as divine creators, as souls living in their own story, we can get to know that anything is possible as long as we give the power to the right person. And that person is not a person. That thing is God, is nature, is divine order. Indigenous tribes centered the earth. The earth guided you. The earth moved you, moved through you, inspired you, led you. No president, no government compares to that divine guidance. The earth or nature or God allows you to get what you want exactly when you need it, exactly when it's right. This government created by humans is always gonna keep you in the same trap of division, of separation, because you have two people that agree in many things, but their preferences for their lives, their desires, contain something different that make them choose one band over the other. And so it's not that we're disagreeing. It's that we want different things, and only this party can give it to us. And only this party can give it to us. So the superficial things we see in social media, the clickbait and the people who don't know what they're talking about, we paint the other side as being like that. We paint the other side as being ignorant and naive. That's what social media does, to keep on this separation, this illusion that we are separate in many ways. But I say it all doesn't work, because the power is not given to the right thing. The power is given to someone who's limited, and so you will live a limited life. Synchronicity proves this. Angel numbers, frequency, attracting people that are like you, think like you, attracting situations that you want. That doesn't come from depending on someone else. That comes because you believed that you will receive from the universe, and it guided you towards it. And it created a new world for you, a new reality. So I'm bringing this point on because if the government is what you depend on, you will always be a victim. Because you are so unique in what you want. they will never give that to you. They have their own preferences, and they will create a world, one world, where they benefit. And that's why you keep seeing the same pattern, where no matter what, nothing changes. Nothing changes. And we keep on this cycle from back and forth, back and forth. And we expect someone else to save us instead of realizing that we save ourselves. That we can create our own reality, our own story. Social media, we didn't have phones back in the day. Everyone had their own story, lived by different rules, experienced different dimensions of power. Their relationship to power was different. Today, everyone's trying to consolidate, oh, we live in this one reality with this one truth and we have to follow. That's colonization. That's white supremacy. That's patriarchy. It's telling you that you can't have what you want because you have to live under these rules, because this is how society works, because this is how you should think. This is history. So we think this one thing is happening, but you're in this bubble. This is going to continue to happen. You're going to live eternally in progress, eternally in the transition, if you don't claim your power as the one creating your reality, manifesting what you want. You're not going to see that something has changed until you see that it is possible to change. If you're depending on someone else to save you, it's not going to happen because you're not going to see it. You're not going to see how you're able to be saved, how you're able to change, if you don't know how change can happen. It all has depended on you. There's a planetary mirror as there is a personal mirror. You don't have to be a victim. I don't care how controversial I am. Any power you give to the external will limit you. Live your story. What's your story? What do you want? Thank you.